is Trinity Albers, and this is the effects of growing marijuana on the agricultural industry. Cannabis sativa, or more commonly as we know it, marijuana, is known for its medical benefits, its recreational dislike, and unwavering presence on the fence with states and federal laws. But what about its effects on the agricultural industry as an environment? Cannabis uses large amounts of water when grown in natural circumstances will grow on private lands and rivers and streams. When trying to keep the crop safe and alive from other animals and bugs, the farmers use extensive amounts of toxic chemicals while grown in artificial settings such as greenhouses and completely controlled indoor farms that can use mass amounts of energy. Since the first years of legalization, the cannabis industry has grown immensely. According to researchers at New Frontier Data, the national sales for legalized medical and recreational marijuana have grown, starting at $3.5 billion in 2014 to $13.6 billion in 2019. Known legal U.S. sales are estimated to reach more than $30 billion by 2025, and some say the global legal marijuana sales could reach nearly $60 billion by 2027, especially while more states are starting to legalize uses. Currently, the taxes made off of marijuana in U.S. go to certain programs to help society, like public safety in Alaska, restoring environmental damage from illegal growth in California, school funding in Colorado, and programs combating drug addiction in Oregon and Washington. While cannabis and marijuana names go back and forth, the part that is actually used in the agricultural industry is industrial hemp. The difference in industrial hemp is used for fiber, mulch, oil, and seeds, where medical marijuana is grown for its flowers to create CBD oil for its anti-inflammatory properties. Both marijuana and hemp are a new part of the agricultural industry as a commodity, but are also sharing some issues dealing with the environment. The amount of water cannabis needs to survive is excessive, with plants needing anywhere from 1 to 6 gallons of water per pound of plant a day. During the hot summer growing months in California, 430 million gallons can be used. This is also going on during the months when endangered fish species such as steelhead trout and salmon need water the most. This is important because these trout migrate and reproduce in these areas, and if those waters are lost, we will lose wildlife. People who grow illegal cannabis are known as trespass growers. These plants tend to have a harmful impact on wildlife. Illegal farms usually have large varieties of toxic chemicals and rodenticides to keep their crops intact during the growing seasons. This is especially dangerous to surrounding wildlife because the main location of illegal farming operations. Trespass growers commonly use tribal lands and public parks for their growing sites. These places are often home to territorial-specific endangered animals. The devastating amount of pesticides and chemicals used on illegal farms causes mass amounts of damage to local wildlife, including fish, small animals, rodents, birds, which is irreparable. This is not only a problem to the other plants and species of animals around it, but to the users of cannabis itself. The level of toxins is harmful to wildlife, but it can be just as harmful to cannabis users when they smoke the illegal product. As we look back and see the effect that cannabis farming has on the environment is very extreme. While the market is growing with expectations of hitting $30 billion by 2025 and doubling 2 years after that, where trespass growing is very predominant, we see issues with farmers using intense amounts of chemicals to keep their product alive. This affects more than the animals being hurt by these chemicals in the area, since this is a very fragile and unique ecosystem, but also the buyers who smoke the product illegally. It also infects the soil and underground water sources, causing people nearby to often filter their water. The toxins coming from the plant also cause future problems to the ozone layer, along with long-term fossil fuel burning from the extreme needs of energy for indoor farmers. In conclusion, if more states start to legalize the production and selling of medical marijuana, then we need to find more eco-friendly ways for plants and animals to have it farmed. Or in the end, we're ruining our lands, water, environment, and wildlife faster than anyone would expect. Thank you.